Fire umpire by a scandal. Fans explode. After golf match controversy goes viral. Police scarlight. It began like any other high-stakes match. Bright lights. Roaring crowd in Coco Gauff, America's rising tennis queen. Standing poise at the baseline. But within 2 hours, what should have been a celebration of elite athleticism spiraled into one of the most heated controversies in modern tennis history. Social media erupted. Hashtags trended worldwide. Hashtag Golfgate, hashtag umpire bias, hashtag fair play for coup fans. Analysts and even former pros couldn't stop talking about what many were calling the most biased officiating performance in years. And at the heart of it all stood Coco Gauff, calm, composed, and yet unmistakably hurt. A clash under the lights. It was a 2025 Madrid Open quarterfinals, a marquee night match between Coco Gauff and world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka, two fierce competitors known for their explosive power and fiery energy. From the very first set, Gauff appeared to be in control. Her serves were sharp, her returns crisp. The crowd cheered as she broke Sabalenka early, racing to a 5-2 lead. But then came the moment on what should have been a clean winner down the line. The umpire called the ball out, despite the electronic review showing it had clearly clipped the baseline. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Gauff froze, looking to the umpire in disbelief. "Are you sure?" she asked, trying to stay composed. The replay flashed on the big screen, the ball in by at least an inch. Yet the call stood, and so began the storm. When confidence meets controversy, as the match continued, questionable calls seemed to pile up. A footfall that even slow-motion replays couldn't confirm, a time violation that seemed unnecessary, and a warning for verbal frustration that left commentators stunned. By the second set, Gauff's rhythm had shattered. Sabalenka, ever the opportunist, surged back to win. The set 7-5. The tension was thick. Fans began booing, chanting, "Let her play," from the stands. Even tennis legend Martina Navratilova, watching from a broadcast booth, couldn't hold back. "This is unbelievable. These calls are breaking Coco's momentum. It's affecting the match outcome. The umpire needs to step back." By the final set, Gauff's frustration showed at 3-3. Another debatable call, this time on a second serve that clipped the line, was called out again. Coco challenged, and once more the replay showed she was right. She raised her racket and said firmly, "This is not fair." The umpire remained silent. The match ended with Sabalenka winning 6-3 in the third, but few in the arena celebrated. The applause was hesitant, scattered, uneasy. The world had just witnessed something bigger than tennis match. They'd seen injustice unfold in real time. Social media erupts. Hashtag justice. Forco. Within minutes, the internet exploded. Clips of the controversial calls were circulating on X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Millions watched slow-motion zooms and side-by-side comparisons, painting a damning picture. One tweet read, "Coco Gauff just got robbed. The umpire should be investigated. This is not tennis. This is theater." Another said, "We teach our kids to play fair, to respect the rules, but when officials don't, what message does that send?" Within hours, hashtag Justice Coco hit number 1, trending worldwide. Former players joined in. Serena Williams posted a cryptic tweet. "Same story, different day." Billie Jean King commented, "Fairness in sport must be non-negotiable. Players deserve respect and accuracy." Even Rafael Nadal, typically quiet about controversies, waiting. Technology exists for a reason. If it's ignored, it's not the player's fault. Coco's grace amid chaos in the post-match press conference. Coco Gauff handled the storm with remarkable grace. She appeared calm, dressed in her usual Nike training gear, her hair tied neatly in a bun, but her eyes sharp and reflective, told a story of quiet anger. I'm proud of how I played, she began softly, but I'm not proud of what happened out there. Tonight, I work hard to earn my points. I just want fairness. Not favors, not sympathy, just fairness. When a reporter asked if she believed the umpire was biased, Coco paused. I don't know what the intent was, she replied, carefully, but I do know the outcome. Didn't reflect what actually happened on court. I can't control bias. I can only control how I respond to it. Her composure drew admiration from millions. One journalist later wrote, Coco Gauff didn't just win hearts that night. She redefined what sportsmanship looks like in the face of injustice. The tennis community responds. As the controversy grew, tennis authorities were forced to respond. The WTA issued a statement the next morning. We are reviewing the officiating decisions during the golf Sabalenka match at the Madrid Open. Accuracy and integrity remain our top priorities. Behind the scenes, however, insiders whispered about a deeper issue. Inconsistencies in umpire accountability. One anonymous player told The Guardian, there's a pattern. Some umpires are known to be tougher on younger players, especially vocal ones. It's subtle, but it's there. That single quote reignited conversations about gender bias, racial undertones, and the old guard mentality that still lingers in parts of sport. The emotional toll for Coco. The days following the match were difficult, though she continued to train. Witnesses described her as quieter than usual. She's processing it, her coach Pariba told ESPN, but make no mistake, she's not broken. She's reloading. Her family rallied behind her. Her mother, Candy, posted a heartfelt message on Instagram, a legacy born in controversy. Ironically, the very incident meant to shake her confidence ended up solidifying her legacy. Coco Gauff became a global advocate for fairness in sports. She began collaborating with organizations like Athletes for Integrity, calling for improved umpire, accountability, and mental health protection for players. In a TEDx talk, months later, she said, I realized something that night. You can't control how the world treats you, but you can control how you respond. And sometimes, grace is the loudest form of resistance. The aftermath, change in motion. By late 2025, the WTA officially introduced a transparency review system, allowing players to appeal certain calls to a panel of neutral officials during critical moments. The new rule was unofficially dubbed the golf rule, and, fittingly, Coco herself was there to witness its first application during a tournament in Dubai, smiling quietly as technology corrected an incorrect call that would have otherwise cost a point. It was poetic justice, not just for her, but for every athlete who ever whispered that wasn't fair. Epilogue, the power of belief. Months after the controversy, during an interview on Good Morning America, Coco was asked how she managed to stay so composed through it. Oh, she smiled and said, because I know who I am. Bias can't shake that. I play for something bigger than a scoreboard. I play for belief. And that belief, pure, powerful, and unstoppable, continues to inspire millions because Coco Gauff didn't just survive a scandal. She transformed it into a symbol of strength, fairness, and integrity. And as one fan perfectly tweeted, they tried to silence her with bias. Instead, they amplified her with grace. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next